Hello, greetings and salutations. How the hell are you? I hope everything's going your way. Let's try to get that sun out of the way. There we go. So guys, I thought it was time for another car repair video. So I'm here with my 1995 GMC k1500 Sierra. All the other words that GMC's marketing could throw in there to name a pickup truck. Here I am. I'm under the engine bay, and I'm gonna show you guys, because I already did it, how to replace a seized up ignition lock cylinder. All right. You could also refer to it as the ignition switch, but the ignition switch is like technically a different part on here, but that's okay. It's the cylinder you put your key in. So first things first, I already did all this stuff, but for you, disconnect your negative. Disconnect your negative, all right? And once you got your negative disconnected, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, you step inside of the truck or get inside of it, and I'm just gonna point and walk y'all through the things that I did. All right. So, first things first, a lot of people are going to tell you, the instructions say pop the steering wheel. A lot of people are going to tell you to pop the steering wheel. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you this instead. Proceed at your own discretion, because this is the fast way to do it. Sometimes you do things the fast way, things get broke. At your own risk and discretion do you proceed. But I'm going to tell you how I did it. And I didn't break anything that wasn't already broke. It's an old pickup truck. So you have two covers you have to get off of this steering shaft here. All right, you got two covers. You got one on the bottom. This is our bottom. And you technically got two bolts in the bottom one like that. And you got, oh boy, what a goofy design. And you got two of these things on here, okay? This is an inverted Torx, all right? Now, this is what I did. You can go get an inverted Torx if you want. You have to get this cover off to access this one on this side. And I'll go ahead and show you the one on this side where it is. Right up, right, where my finger, right up there. That's where your inverted Torx is. There's your ignition switch. There's that one on this side. All right, that's where both of them are. Okay, I took my handy dandy pliers and I grabbed it and I turned it, because there's not a lot of Torx on it. And then it came loose. And those go up into here. Now, the one on that side, it was already broke. Somebody's already been in here messing with stuff. But it'll still grab it. So after you do all that, you pop them apart. And this is what I did. And I probably have to go back. Let me find that key and I'll show you it works. But that's how I really accessed it. And the old one was broke. So something in there might need some WD-40. There we go. But see, she works pretty good. Yeah, there we go. I'm not going to crank it because my oil sensor is leaking. So if I store pressure, I'm going to have to clean up a mess. So there you go. I already crunk it a little bit though. So what I did to the other one, since it was broke, is I just broke this off and the top came off. Now I probably have to take this back out, because I really need to slide it through the top cover as I put this together. But I was making sure it would work before I got everything back together. So I'm going to show y'all. Here's my pick, all right? I'm going to show y'all this. I'm going to get my key back in here. Now, I'm going to show y'all the old one Here's the old one. Dang it. Gonna have to touch it. Alright. Now on this lock cylinder, here you go. This is what I said. You're gonna turn it all the way to the keys basically sideways, and what's gonna happen is you see that little triangle looking crap right there? Alright, so you need to push that down with your pick, okay? When you have this key in the orientation, say it's like that naturally, you turn this key all the way to like the keys basically sideways, and that little piece on the back, it's like spring loaded. Let me put it in the shot. We push down, see that? Now, to get this thing out of the hole, you have a hole right here. And when you have that thing turned, you can push down in there, and you're going to put your hand on here, and you're going to gently pull it out. Once it gets past that, it'll slide right out of the hole. Let's see if I can show you. All right. All right, I'm going to have to take my battery loose because whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it, but then it'll pop out. Let me take my battery loose and I'll show you. I wanted to show you guys all the stuff before I put it back together. So we're going to take our wrench here, a small wrench, okay? You don't have to put a bunch of leverage and torque on it. And then we're just going to break it loose. Try to get it with our fingers after that. And boy, wait till y'all see what somebody put on here as a spacer. Let me see. You get them cat burglar hands from years and years of dropping bolts and getting good at it. Yeah, they're using a 10 millimeter as a spacer. All right, so now I'm gonna pop it out of the hole for you guys so you guys can see how easy it is. All right, we're gonna put our key in the ignition. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, keep your old key because I believe it's the door lock. So if your locks work, keep your old key. Especially if this didn't come with new lock cylinders to go in the door. Mine didn't. So we're going to do this. There we go. Let me see this thing. That's weird. It's like if I turn it upside down, it'll unlock on it. Okay, here we go. All right. I'm going to try this, but see, you drop that right in there. And I'm going to try my best to balance act, okay? Let me see if I can do this right here. Okay, here we go. That's the best I can do. All right, I got it in there. My arm is on this side. Put our pick right there. Get ready. And you'll feel it when this thing turns. There we go. Okay, now watch. I pushed it down. I'm flicking it out. And there we have it. We got it out. All right, so what you want to do is you want to take this. Take your cover, your top cover. All right, I got my top cover. I'm going to take my key out of my ignition. Whatever, I'm going to leave it in there. Here. Alright, we'll get a wire out of there. And see my keys going through the hole on here before I set this thing down and try and slim it back up underneath the steering wheel. So that's what's going on. It's real easy. We're just going to be real gentle. Now you can see it in the top shot. See it in the top of the picture there. Alright, here we go. Well, hold on. Okay, there we go. That's the best I can do. Alright, so we're going to put that over there. We're going to be real careful not to break nothing the best we can. There, the cover is on and in place. There we go. Okay, now we're going to push our key into position. There we go, and it'll probably only go in one way. And there we go. We got the key back out. Now we're going to put it back in there. We're going to give it a spin, and it will turn. So there we go. All right. So I'll save you guys the rest of the boring, put it back together stuff. That's the hard parts of this little repair. And, oh yeah. You guys really gonna like this part you gotta do. Get a trim removal tool. You have to pop this off first, okay? This is like all this stuff that goes all the way across here, okay? You want some plastic trim removal tools, and you just pop it. Just pop it off. Yeah. Do the best you can. My dash is already kind of whatever. Cup holder don't even really work. Need to fix some more stuff. Alright, anyways, that's all there is to it. And you just put your bottom on there, bolt it all back together, you'll be just fine. You'll have a new key switch.